Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. It's good afternoon from Southeast London, England, from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG Repping, otherwise short for Dele London Guna. Space Romeo Echo Papa Papa Indigo November. Well, it's another match day review involving Arsenal Football Club, nicknamed the Gunners. And yesterday afternoon's game, what a great watch and a good game from a neutral point of view. But if you're an Arsenal fan or a Liverpool fan, not so good. Game of both halves. So before I get into my player ratings, the ratings of the subs, the management, etc., show me love, joy, and respect, and smash the thumbs up like button for me, yeah, this afternoon, yeah? Smash it in abundance. Share this channel virally all over the globe, especially to your friends and your relatives, yeah? Just share this channel all over. If you're watching me or my live stream content for the first time, I welcome you on board. Get sharing amongst your friends and your relatives, and tell them to get sharing amongst their friends and relatives. On top of that, yeah, if you want to give me your reaction of the game, the linesman incident at halftime with Andy Robertson, I'll get onto that later on. The performances of the team, individuals of your team or Arsenal or any neutral who wants to comment, leave it in the comment section below. And remember, my comment section for positive feedback only, so keep it nice but extremely respectful. Lastly, subscribe to the channel, yeah? Smash that sub button for me, left, right, and center, gloriously but passionately, yeah? Let's get to over 1,000 subscribers, yeah? So you remember, if you do subscribe, every time you do subscribe, I will shout you out in abundance of passion, love, and joy and respect, yeah? So get subscribing to the channel. My aim is to be as consistent as possible, so I'll help you out, and you can help me out by helping my channel to grow as huge as possible. So get subscribing. So let's get on to the game itself. Let me give you my reaction. The first 40 odd minutes of that 90 minutes, I cannot complain. I cannot complain at all. It was a it was a top class performance from the team. The way that we outpassed Liverpool, outplayed them. We were quick, we were slick. We closed the ball down within seconds of losing the ball. We played with a high level of intensity, and Liverpool couldn't live with it. We deserved to be 1-0 up through Gabriel Martinelli. Good bit of build-up play. 4-3, 4-3-3 on the attack, and we got a lucky ricochet through Van Dijk, assisting Martinelli by accident. But I'll take it, 1-0. And then we created other opportunities. We were so on top of the game. Zinchenko had a shot saved by Alisson. There were Jesus had the opportunity at the back stick. Good crossbar by Bukayo Saka on the right. But we got our reward for the second goal of the game. And that's a tribute to our fast start. Gabriel Martinelli was picked out, left in space, 1v1 with Konate. He puts in the in-swinging cross with his right foot. Gabriel Jesus rises above Van Dijk and Robertson and heads it into the far corner, 2-0. And we were in cruise control. And then the moment of that game turned on its head, where Granit Xhaka, he felt that he was entitled to a free kick for a challenge by Ibrahim Konate. Then the throw gets taken. He goes and challenges Trent Alexander-Arnold. He leaves an elbow on him. And then Arnold reacts by pushing him, and then Xhaka reacts by squaring up to him. And the last thing you want to do is, when you're in control in the first 40 minutes of that first half, you do not want to give the Anfield crowd any ammunition to rally their voices up. Because once they rally up their voices, my word, we're in for a hell of a battle. And moments after what Granit Xhaka did and got himself booked, Liverpool get back into the game through Mo Salah. I mean, it was the last thing we needed. The cross gets cut back by Robertson. Henderson slices his attempted effort on goal, and he found Salah, despite Gabriel dos Santos Magalhaes' attempt to clear it. But he cleared it. He's hit it onto the foot of Mo Salah, and it sent Ramsdale the wrong way. But in that second half, my word, we were so underneath the cosh. The only way we were going to get out of that situation was by counter-attacking Liverpool. And I just couldn't understand the substitutions by Mikel Arteta. And when he needed to make another substitute a little bit earlier, he waited until Liverpool got the equaliser. And Zinchenko, he cannot get beat too easily. He gets himself nutmegged by Trent Alexander-Arnold. But when the cross comes in, Benjamin White, he was all right until that equaliser. He's got to anticipate the cross coming in, be in a position ready to clear. And he's a yard too slow. And Bobby Firmino, credit to him, he comes on, out jumps Benjamin White into the back of the net it goes. And there was nothing Aaron Ramsdale could really do about it. But my word, speaking of Aaron Ramsdale, he pulled off save after save. The last two saves, the one from Mo Salah, deflected curling effort that was creeping into the back post, and then the save of the game, maybe the save of possibly one of, if not the save of the season, from Ibrahim Konaté. What a save! And from close range, and that preserved us a point. And you know what? I have to say, I would rather take the point than risk losing the game, because in the second half, we were risking losing that game. Plus, Liverpool had a penalty in between the 45-minute spell they had. And Rob Holding, he's got to be more clever than that. He's got to be more clever than that challenge. He doesn't need to really swipe the legs through Horta to get a penalty or to get the ball. At the end of the day, Horta's got the ball between himself and he's got the ball. He's in between the ball. He's in between the ball and Rob Holding, and Horta must have anticipated the contact. And whether there was enough contact for him to go down, that's debatable. But Holding's got to stand him up a lot better than that. He's got to stand him up a lot better than that. By him dangling the leg, throwing a leg at the back of Horta's leg, it was always going to be a penalty. Now, don't get me wrong, the referee had a complete shocker of a game. I mean, shocker. Serious shocker. But that penalty was always going to be given. And I suppose we got our just desserts in the moment of luck, because we're going to need some luck to win the league title somewhere down the line. And Mo Salah, he runs up with a left foot, and he's gone for the side of the goal, or at the back stick, and he's missed it. He's missed the target again, and he's done it against Bournemouth as well. So for me, well, that was a let-off, and that was Liverpool's first penalty at Anfield in the Premier League for over a year, and Salah has missed it. But make no mistake, Liverpool kept piling on the pressure, and it was only a matter of time until Liverpool produced the equaliser, and they could have won it with two other efforts. But then again, that being said, we were lucky to come away with a point, and I'll take that point now. Although it upset me conceding the equaliser when we had a two-goal lead, and we surrendered it. We squandered it. That being said, I would yeah, I would personally take that point and be grateful that it ain't a defeat. It's a point, not a defeat. Anyway, going into the player ratings, let's start off with our man of the match, Aaron Ramsdale. Top class save after save, especially in that second half. He has become the reason why we've got the 3 points on the board. No, the 1 point on the board. Yes, it's 2 points dropped, but a big point gained, and it's a 6 point advantage at the top. So Man City have to win on Saturday, late Saturday afternoon against Leicester at home. They have to win. And make no mistake, Arsenal and Man City from now to the end of the season will drop points. The question is, who's going to drop the most points? That's the question. I don't see Man City, without sounding bitter or biased, I don't see Man City dropping. I mean, collecting 3 points from now to the end of the league season. I think there will be a blip there. But if you care to agree or not, you know where my comment section is. But Aaron Ramsdale in goal, class saves after saves. For me, he was our hero. He made a big save from Nunes, who skinned Rob Holding for pace. He left him for pace. But that being said, I would give him a 9.5 in my opinion. And the save from Mo Salah from the deflected shot off Gabriel, and the big save from Kanate, which would have been the winner. But Ramsdale had other ideas. He put in a top world class performance. 9.5. If we had won the game, I'm giving him a 10. But 9.5 for Aaron Ramsdale. Benjamin White. Yeah, he was caught out in the first half where Robertson's got in behind him and unleashed a shot just wide of the post. About 2 yards wide of the post, or a yard and a half wide of the post. Caught out with Bobby Firmino's goal, which led to the equaliser. And a bit sloppy with his passing. I'm going to have to give him a 6. Rob Holding, I thought he did reasonably well. I mean, apart from giving away that clumsy penalty, which was clumsy from his part, he stood up to the task. You know, he really stamped his authority on the game. He read the game well, won every header that was asked of him. He read the game well. He defended well enough. I'm going to give him a 7.5. Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães, solid, absolutely superb. When questions were asked of him, he answered it with every tackle, every header, in the right defensive positioning. I can't fault him at all. I'm going to give him a 7.5. Alexander Zinchenko, first half, brilliant. He dictated the game in the midfield, linked up well with the attacking players. For me, absolutely top notch. But in the second half, he faded away and he got tired. And you could see by the way he got nutmegged, you could see that he was tired. And Trent Alexander took advantage. That being said, he should have been taken off in the middle of the second half for me. With 20 minutes to go, I would have taken him off for Tierney because it needed a defensive left back who can defend. And Tierney's more superior defensively than Zinchenko. I'm going to have to give Zinchenko a 6. The midfield area, Thomas Partey, brilliant, especially in the second half. He was outstanding. He cut off every supply that Liverpool tried to produce in the second half. He was interception. He was intercepting every he was intercepting everything that was in his way. Kept the ball well enough, especially in the first half. He was in control of the ball. did his best not to give the ball away. And for me, he put in a top class performance of his own. I'm going to give him an 8. Granit Xhaka. Um, well, apart from getting into an altercation which prompted the Liverpool fans to rally in their voices, I didn't think he was too bad today. I didn't think he was, well, yesterday. I didn't think he was too bad. I didn't think he did too bad. He played a forward pass that released Martinelli on the counter attack in the second half. First half, he was involved in a good build up play from an offensive point of view. I'll give him a 7. He would have had a higher mark if it weren't for him getting into an altercation, a stupid altercation with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Martin Odegaard, in the first half, yeah, he was part of our build-up play, our link-up play with Saka, Gabriel Jesus, and Martinelli. And again, in the first half, yeah, he linked up well. I thought he was superb at looking after the ball at his feet. Didn't produce the sort of moments of magic that we know he's capable of doing. But one thing with Martin Odegaard, his energy levels are sky high. Works as hard as anyone in the team off the ball. But in the second half, you could see that he was tiring and he was really struggling to get in. Well, he was really struggling in that second half. He just couldn't get hold of the ball. When he did, he was pressurized into giving the ball away. I'm going to have to give him a 6. Granit Xhaka gave him a 7. So that's the midfield 3 done. Our attacking 3, Bukayo Saka, involved for the first goal very much. He made a darting little run inside Robertson, who slipped. But that being said, he kept going, worked as hard as he could defensively, tried to offer Benjamin White some protection. But in the second half, he looked tired. You could tell by the way he was struggling. He was jogging back in the second half when Liverpool were attacking our left-hand side through Robertson and maybe Darwin Núñez or Jota. Yeah, couldn't get much of an impact into the game. And yeah, wasn't the best of games for him. I'm going to give him a 6. Gabriel Martinelli, in the first half, brilliant. He got the goal through an accidental assist by Virgil van Dijk. Caused Trent Alexander all sorts of problems. He even got past him on the byline and assisted Gabriel Jesus with a sublime cross, in-swinging cross. It was pinpoint. Jesus got on the end of it and you couldn't miss it. He couldn't miss the target. That put us 2-0 up. Other than that, well, in the second half, again, when asked to attack a Liverpool defender with Ibrahim Konate or Trent Alexander-Arnold, yeah, he just felt that he was getting a little bit tired, and you can see the end product was lackadaisical, especially for the pass to Saka right at the death, where if he had got that pass right, Saka was in, but he played a complete. He put so much weight on that pass, and it was so wayward. I'll have to say, for Gabriel Martinelli, 6.5. No, 7. I'll give him a 7 because of his contribution in the first half more than the second. Maybe 7 is a bit too high, but guys, if you're watching at home, at the park, or at a cafe, restaurant, give me your feedback in the comment section below. Gabriel Jesus. Now, for me, he got taken off for Trossard. I would I would say he put in a complete honest performance. He tracked back, um, made interceptions, made tackles. He kept the ball up well. He was strong with his back to the defender, back to goal. Held the ball up well. Linked up well with Martinelli to give him space. Linked up well with Bukayo Saka to make him do his own thing, and he was deserving of his goal. Maybe on another day he could have had 2 goals. Thought he put in an honest shift. I'm going to give him an all-round 7.5. Right, the substitutions. Jakub Kurvia, he came on to form a back three, and for me, he had a steady job, I suppose. I'll give him a standard 6. Um, Kieran Tierney, he came on for Zinchenko. Didn't have much of an impact apart from that shot off target. But other than that, standard 6. Leandro Trossard, he tried to make an impact in the game. Maybe he should have come on. Yeah, he came on a lot earlier than Jakub Kurvia. He was the first one on, I believe. Yeah, he came on to play the false 9, but you can see he was drifting. He was always drifting to the left and showed great ability by running at the Liverpool defenders, but no cutting edge. Standard 6. Right, Mikel Arteta. Got to give it to Arsenal in the first 40 minutes. Yeah, you could see the players were running for him. They were performing with the ball well enough for him, making quick movement for him, and you could see they were hungry when they were 2-0 up in that first half, up to the point where he conceded a consolation. Liverpool's consolation at half time. But that being said, the substitutions. The substitution that he was made to make was Kieran Tierney. I don't think Jakub Kurvia was supposed to come on. By bringing him on, it looked like we were inviting pressure onto us. And that's something that we cannot afford to do, especially at Anfield. 53,000 Liverpudlians screaming and getting behind their teams. That being said, I thought Kieran Tierney should have come on and come on earlier. I'll give him a 7, Mikel Arteta. The referee won. Absolutely atrocious, shambolical referee. The yellow cards he was giving out earlier in the game, it threatened to destroy the game. The referee was just too wanting to make it. He just wanted the game to be about him and these controversial decisions making, and it was just constant yellow cards there for little things, little silly things. For me, Paul Tierney, a 1 out of 10, and he's lucky to get a 1 out of 10 out of me. Let's go to the Arsenal fans. 10 out of 10. Absolutely brilliant. Vocal as ever. Travelled in their numbers, in their droves, and completely got behind the team from before kickoff right until the end of kickoff. For me, they were absolutely tremendous, and they've travelled well in their droves to get behind their team. Even at 2-2, when the Liverpool crowd got right behind them, they were still going. They were still chanting Zinchenko song. They were still chanting their song, the Arsenal songs, as you already know. They were absolutely tremendous. I can't fault them. And all season they have been absolutely spectacular. 10 out of 10. Right, 25 odd minutes long. That's a record, isn't it? Anyway, it's a pleasure to produce another match day review with you guys on the Gunners, which finished Liverpool 2, Arsenal 2 from Anfield. So, yet again, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, allow me to say thank you for tuning in, thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and saving the best to last, as I always do. Thank you so much for putting up with me. More peace, more love, more blessings again. And that's your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG repping. You already know we're going to chat again, yeah? Do help me by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to the channel, yeah? As I always say, please just always be nice. And I do mean be nice. Cheers.